Hi, my name is Cheryl Lynn. I'm a psychic medium and I channel angels and spirit guides, and I work as a spirit assisted life coach for people. Occasionally, I'll hear things that I've learned through my channeling and through my work that I think other people might benefit from, so I do videos on it. Today, I would like to talk about one of the most important lessons that the angels ever taught me, and I use it every day now. So, um, a man had called me to schedule a session, and I scheduled the session. And as it got closer to the time to do the session, I started realizing I didn't really want to do it. And I thought about it, and I thought, why don't I want to do this session? And I thought, yeah, I don't like this guy. He was arrogant and he was kind of rude, and I just didn't really like him very much. So I thought, okay, well, I would have a conversation with my angels and I talked to them about it. So I did. I sat down and I got in contact with my angels and I was discussing it with them. And I said, I'd kind of like to cancel this session. And they asked me why. And I said, well, the truth is that I don't really like this man. And I know I'm supposed to like everyone and I'm working on it. I am. But I just am having trouble liking him. And they told me, that's okay. That I didn't have to like him. I was kind of surprised by that, and I asked them to explain. I thought we're supposed to like everyone, and they said no. It isn't even reasonable to expect someone to like everyone. Um, Personalities are going to clash, and so it's fine. You don't have to like everyone. Um, then they said, however, this is always where they get me. Then they said, however, you do have to love everyone. I wasn't completely clear on what they meant by that, but when they explained it, I realized that this was much, much harder than liking. Because liking and loving are very different. Liking is about someone's personality, and loving is about um, being non-judgmental, having compassion, and wanting the best for them, and treating that person with respect. And that's a lot harder than it sounds, because we all have our judgments about people, and so it's my job to realize that it's okay. I don't have to like this person, but I definitely do have to love them. My job is to give people information and guidance with compassion and with respect. People don't always like what I tell them, so that doesn't make us friends, but it doesn't mean that I'm not giving them what they need with love, because love doesn't always look like love and light. It's not about making a person happy for a moment. That's liking someone. If you're their friend and they're down and you want to make them happy make them feel a moment of happiness, cheer them up, it's like, that's fine. But for me, it's giving them information and guidance and self-awarenesses that they can use to grow and to heal and to make their life better, not just for a moment, but have a deeper sense of peace, a deeper sense of healing and health and wholeness and wellness. And so then then you do feel more moments of happiness. And then liking is all around ego. It's like, well, if you don't like me, that hurts my ego, and if I don't like him, that hurts his ego, and it's, you need to put egos aside. They're just not a piece of love. Egos don't really enter into this sort of universal love. It's not a personal, like I'm in a relationship with you and you're my partner kind of love. It's the way we have to love each other, and that we owe this love to each and every person. And you can take that even farther to say, and so if I don't have to like them and they don't have to like me, that's a relief too, because then you don't have to go around, your ego doesn't have to go around trying to make sure every single person likes you, because it's just not reasonable or important to have everyone like you. And so it's all right if you don't like people, but it's not all right to decide not to treat that person with love because you don't like them. So in reality, they should never know that you don't like them, because whether you like them or not, you're still going to treat them with compassion. You're still going to treat them with respect. And and that doesn't mean being a doormat. It doesn't mean that if they step over your boundaries or if they're rude to you, that you can't give them the proper, let's say, feedback on that. And you can't hold you're allowed to hold your boundaries and say, no, that's not okay. Don't treat me that way. But you say it with love. You say it with respect. You say it with compassion. It's not about hurting their feelings. It's about you protecting your boundaries. And so once again, I mean, it's harder to love someone in this universal way than it is to like them. But in the long run, that's really what we have to do. So I did end up doing the session for that guy. I gave him a lot of information, and I delivered it with compassion and respect. And he had absolutely no idea that I didn't like him, that I still don't like him. And that's the way it should be, because me not liking him is my problem, not his. It's not, I shouldn't make it a burden on him that I don't like him. And, that's my issue, not his issue. And so it's, it taught me a very valuable lesson. I'm glad I did it. I use this lesson every single day. I think it's an important lesson for all of us, especially right now when we seem to be so divided and we seem to be spending a lot of time judging each other. I think it's important to realize that you can disagree with someone and you still have to treat them with love. You can dislike someone and you still have to treat them with love. It's sort of a bedrock of who we should be, is treat someone with love. It doesn't mean being a doormat. It doesn't mean not holding your boundaries. It doesn't mean liking everyone. It doesn't mean agreeing with everyone. It means simply that when you speak or interact with them, you do not do it in a sense that it is non-loving, so that all of your interactions, you still treat them with respect, regardless of what they've done or what their opinion is or who they are, whether you like them or not. So I hope that you'll think about this, and I hope that everyone is thinking about this, because it's so easy to forget, because it's such a hard thing to do. And I think right now we need it more than ever. So that's the lesson. One of the very most important lessons I've ever learned from the angels is you don't have to like everyone. However, you do have to love them. Thanks for listening. Talk to you next time.